This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Right now, you can get in on Renewal by Andersen's super deal. $500 off every window and $1,000 off every door. That's at $0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Drop by renewalbyandersen.com for more information. Offer ends May 31st. A man was doing some yard work when he dug up a rather illicit surprise. Meanwhile, officials want to remind people about Pennsylvania's fireworks laws ahead of Memorial Day weekend. Speaking of which, here's what traffic's expected to be like. Plus, if you're in Pennsylvania during a zombie apocalypse, you're set. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. A man in Lower Swatara Township was taking advantage of the nice weather and decided to do a little yard work the other day, reports CBS Local Philadelphia. As he was digging, he came upon something that had been buried in the dirt. That something ended up being what cops later called a quote-unquote significant amount of cocaine. The man called the cops after finding the package, and they confirmed what it was after running some tests. They didn't provide any other details as to how or why the coke was buried there, but they are investigating. It's Memorial Day weekend, reports Fox 43, and state officials want to kindly remind everyone about Pennsylvania's updated fireworks laws ahead of time. Remember, anyone over 18 can purchase consumer-grade fireworks like Roman candles and bottle rockets. These can't be discharged from a car or a building, or while the person using them is under the influence. Some municipalities also restrict their use between 10 p.m. and 10 a.m. For the full list of restrictions, be sure to click on the corresponding podcast link. Speaking of Memorial Day weekend, here's what traffic's expected to be like, states the Bucks County Courier-Times. About 38 million people are expected to hit the road this year to celebrate, with nearly 5 million of them driving around Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. And with more drivers comes more traffic, with travel times estimated to be 90% longer than usual. So, if you're driving yourself, it's advised to get started early, before 11 a.m. or so, and return home later after the weekend, such as after 7 p.m. on Monday. And now for something completely different. The zombie apocalypse, says PennLive. What a transition. Casino.org, being a site about betting, wanted to find the odds of surviving the living dead in each state. After assessing each on things like hiding spots and how many law enforcement professionals there were per capita, Pennsylvania ranked 13th. California ranked first, boasting a large number of healthcare experts, scientists, and military bases. Next-door neighbor Nevada took last. A silly end to a somewhat silly episode. So, just as a heads up, there's no episode on Monday since it's Memorial Day, and I'll be out on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'll have a couple of light episodes for you. Till Wednesday, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and we'll talk sooner than you think for more Today in PA. This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Right now, you can get in on Renewal by Andersen's super deal. $500 off every window and $1,000 off every door. That's at $0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Drop by renewalbyandersen.com for more information. Offer ends May 31st.